Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, on the previous video on the Senzo Meyiwa Trial, we spoke about what happened outside the court on the very first day of the Senzo Meyiwa Trial at the Pretoria High Court on the 11th of April 2022. So on this video, we are now going to look into inside the court. What happened inside the court on that very first day on the Senzo Meyiwa trial. Remember, this is the first day of the trial at the High Court. So the judge in this case, it's Judge Maumela. He's the one who is leading this court during this time. And then we're having Advocate Baloyi, who is representing the state. And we're having, on the defense counsels, we're having Advocate Mshololo, representing accused number 5, whom we know as Fizokuhle Ntuli. Then we have Advocate Tifo, who is representing accused number 1, who is known as Sibiya, accused number 2, who is known as Mongani Ntanzi, accused number 3, who is known as Mncube, and accused number 4, who is known as Mapisa. So those 4 accused persons are being represented by Advocate Tifo on this very first day. So after Advocate Baloyi has introduced this case to the court, then Advocate Baloyi indicates that Advocate Mshololo has something to present to the court. Then Judge Maumela gives Advocate Mshololo an opportunity to say whatever that she wanted to say. Then in her presentation, Advocate Mshololo requests that the matter be postponed to tomorrow, which is the 12th of April 2022. So the reason being, Advocate Mshololo indicated that the statements that were supposed to be given to her as the defense for accused number 5 were given to her at the 11th hour of the trial. According to her, this did not give her enough time to prepare for the trial. So she is requesting that the judge give her enough time, or maybe give her time to prepare for this trial by maybe consulting with accused number 5, because she says she could not consult with accused number 5 due to other problems that has to do with the correctional service, especially where accused number 5 is held. Another thing that she complained about was that accused number 5 is held far away from Durban chambers. So this were some of the reasons that Advocate Mshololo gave that made her to request from this court to be given time. She says she's requesting the court to adjourn and until the following day, which was the 12th of April 2022. Family, let's watch and listen as Advocate Mshololo presents her reasons.
My Lord, I confirm that on the 17th of March, Mr. Sibiya, the instructing attorney for accused number 5, my Lord, confirmed that he was ready to proceed with the trial. However, my Lord, after the appearances on the 17th of March, we received more statements from the state. And that was on the 30th of March via email, my Lord. The hard copies were also later delivered in my chambers 2 days after that. For further particulars regarding this matter. My Lord, as a result of that, we are not ready to proceed with the trial today. The reason being the release of the further particulars by the state at an 11th hour of the trial, my Lord, if I may put it like that. My Lord, I would also like to confirm that during pre-trial conference, the state indeed did indicate that there are statements that are being withheld by the state for security reasons, but they will be given to us towards the trial. And they were only delivered 2 weeks before trial. As a result, my Lord, I have not been able to consult with my client regarding this crucial evidence which has been disclosed 2 weeks back. The reason for not consulting with my client, my Lord, is because he has been kept in a Kokstad prison, which is far away from Durban, where I have my chambers. And secondly, when we made arrangements to go and consult, we were not given an opportunity, or not allowed to come and consult. And within the limited time we had been given, it was difficult for us to make any arrangements further than that. My Lord,
yes.
it is my further submission, my Lord, that the conduct by the state of withholding the statements violated accused number 5 constitutional right, my Lord, to be given particulars and further particulars to enable him to prepare his defense case. In another way, my Lord, accused number 5 has just been ambushed by the conduct of the state to reveal such a crucial statement at an 11th hour of the trial. And I'll further submit, my Lord, that that conduct of the state on its own has violated a right, a constitutional right of the accused, especially accused number 5, to a fair trial. He has been denied an opportunity to prepare his case and his defense. As a result, my Lord, it is my request that we adjourn this matter until tomorrow, so that today we'll be able to consult with accused number 5 and we'll seek for an order for accused number 5 not to be taken back outside court premises so that we can be able to consult here. My Lord, I'm saying that's reason.
You have to qualify that, because I can't just give an open order.
As the court pleases, my
like
Lord.
that, as if I'm ordering for him to spend the night here.
I was still coming there, my Lord. My Lord, the Department of Correctional Services is giving us a lot of problems when it comes to consultation. And for accused number 5, Your Worship, if he can be kept in the court premises today, I will be able to consult with him today. Not today, meaning the sleeping over, until 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock when they're supposed to be taken back, my Lord. That will give us a fair opportunity to consult with whatever is new to us in collaboration with what had already been disclosed to us before the pre-trial conference. And with this adjournment also, my Lord, I think we'll also be able to get an opportunity to discuss the admissions between the defense for accused number 5 and the state, if there are any, to curtail the proceedings, Your Worship. My Lord, my apologies.
Family, after Advocate Mshololo has presented her reasons why she's requesting the court to give her time to consult with accused number 5, giving the reasons, blaming the state for her not being able to do that on time. The court, which is Judge Maumela, gives Advocate Baloyi an opportunity to respond. And in his response, Advocate Baloyi indicates that he is not going to stand in the way of the request that is being made by Advocate Mshololo. But he indicates that according to the state, Advocate Mshololo was supposed to be to come out clear when it comes to this, because what made her to ask for adjournment to consult, it is not because of the state, but instead he says it is because she was unable to consult with accused number 5. So that, according to Advocate Baloyi, he says that was what Advocate Mshololo was supposed to tell the court. Not that the state is the one who caused this, but instead the reason why they couldn't consult with accused number 5 because of the distance and the challenges that the correctional services are giving them. That might be the reasons. Family, let's listen to Advocate Baloyi as he is trying to clear that.
Well, firstly, my Lord, let me make it clear that the state doesn't oppose the request that the matter stand down until tomorrow. Secondly, my Lord, it's so easy to blame the state, but it would appear that the real reason why defense for accused number 5 is not ready is that they did not have the opportunity to consult. They had the statements, they just couldn't consult. I think it's, and I'm saying this with the greatest of respect, it's unfair to blame the state when they couldn't consult. Thirdly, the state has given the defense the structure of the presentation of the case. I've indicated to them the order of the presentation of the evidence, and the statements in question, my Lord, will come much later during the trial. So in fact, today we can start in terms of the presentation that I have given to my learned friends of how the prosecution strategy, I've given it to my learned friends, and we, by all means, we can start today without the need for them to, to consult. And let me make it very clear, my Lord, that this is, I think,
but how practical is that, yes. Advocate Baloyi? Yes. I hear what you're saying, but yes. When you say that the matter could start, how does Advocate Mshololo
yes.
proceed with this matter, not knowing how her client shall I say, respond
yes.
to statements that were provided later,
yes.
which her client may not as yet be aware of?
Yes. My Lord, all I'm saying is that in terms of the presentation of the evidence, I hear what Your Lordship is saying. All I'm saying is that the statement will feature much later during the trial. And let me hasten to add that These are just mere, I think, about 3 statements, my Lord. We're talking about 3 statements. And just a correction, the statements were emailed to the defense on the 28th of March.
Just wait a bit. On what date?
On the 28th of March.
To whom?
To all counsel, my Lord. Counsel Advocate Tifo and Advocate Mshololo, as well as the instructing attorney for Advocate Mshololo.
Family, I think Advocate Baloyi was becoming unfair, indicating that the court could start without Advocate Mshololo having discussed those statements with her accused number 5 or with her client. Because, to be honest, Advocate Mshololo or her client had a right to be consulted before the court could sit. So not only because of the statements, but consultation, it's very important before the court could start. And then another reason that Advocate Baloyi is giving is that of the names of the witnesses that were on those statements. He says the reasons why he could not release the statements earlier, it's because he was protecting the information about personal information of the witnesses of those statements. So hence he had to, or maybe let's listen to him. What does he say about those witnesses? Let's listen.
I also want to indicate that indeed those witnesses are fearful for their lives. As recent as last week, the witnesses repeated the fact that they fear for their safety. And the reason, my Lord, why we withheld those statements was to put those witnesses in the, in the witness protection program. And we've disclosed that from the beginning that we are withholding those statements for, for those reasons, my Lord. But as I indicated, my Lord, we're really not going to...
So you are saying, in short, there was apprehension on the part of the state?
Yes.
Against releasing the statements?
Yes.
Which would in turn reveal the identity of the deponents?
Yes.
Who are, for all intents and purposes, state witnesses?
Yes.
And because of that, they feared that if it gets revealed that they feature as state witnesses, then there might be harm coming their way.
Indeed, my Lord. So fearful are these witnesses that we had to delete their names when disclosing and their addresses when disclosing these statements.
Family, that is very true, and it makes sense why the personal details of the witnesses were supposed to be removed from the statements. So after Advocate Baloyi has presented that to the court, then Advocate Tifo is given a chance or an opportunity to also say whatever he wanted to say in connection with the request by Advocate Mshololo. When you listen to Advocate Tifo doesn't seem to be, agreeing to the request by Advocate Mshololo, because according to him, he keeps on telling the judge that accused number 1 to 4, they are ready for this trial, and it will be a waste of time for them to wait another 24 hours when they are ready. So according to him, and the way Judge Maumela understands him, it is because now he wants to protect the rights of accused number 1 to 4. And what about the rights to accused number 5? So, family, let's listen to Advocate Maumela. Not Advocate Maumela, I'm sorry about that. Let's listen to Advocate Tifu as he is giving his side and the reasons why he does not in favor of the idea of postponing this case to the following day.
Advocate Tefo, the request by Advocate Mshololo, to which you sound to be not opposed, is for this matter to be postponed overnight. That is from today, the 11th, until tomorrow, the 12th, so that she gets an opportunity to consult with accused number 5, who is her client. And she's saying to me, and I think to everyone, that if that request is not acceded to, there will be a semblance of trial by ambush. There will be an undermining of the constitutional rights of accused number 5. I would like you to respond to that.
Thank you, Your Lordship. Let me come back and be direct to that. I would still like to remind this Honorable Court that accused 1 up to 4, we are still vehemently opposing this attempt to postpone this matter today.
They insist that we start with the trial with accused number 5 not having consulted with the legal representative. And they are saying so that we honor their constitutional rights, we should forget about the constitutional rights of accused number 5, because that is basically what you are telling me. And that we should do it in order to avoid a postponement spanning over less than 24 hours. Is that what you're saying?
Your Lordship, from the side of the defense of accused number 1 to 4, we are experiencing the same thing that accused number 5 is experiencing. And we definitely don't see what is going to be different from today. There is not going to be a different at all. And I'm not saying...
Well, I don't know why you say that, because...
No, may I be finished? May I be allowed to finish?
Yeah.
Yes. What I'm saying is that accused 1 to 4, we are ready.
No,
And
you have
then
said that. You have repeated
yes,
that
no.
several times.
Yeah.
Can you respond to what I have posed to you?
Yes. Okay.
Are you saying that we better undermine the constitutional rights of accused number 5 to consult with the legal representative so that we can at best promote and protect the interests, the constitutional rights of accused number 1 to 4? Is that what you are saying?
The accused, Your Lordship, they do have and they should be afforded their constitutional rights.
Yes.
Yes. So my reason to say we want to oppose is based on the fact that in this matter, in this regard, what Advocate Mshololo has raised, except the consultation for which the accused 1 to 4 are also experiencing the same thing in relation to the affidavits that have been said. Because the affidavits that have been said, according to the state, they've been brought late in order to protect certain witnesses of the state, which, according to the defense of 1 to 4, that cannot be a reason enough to to postpone this matter. So the state is very much aware.
So what, if you were caught, what would you do?
In this regard, what I want to bring to the before the attention of the court is that, for that reason, yes, I will say Advocate Mshololo should be accorded that opportunity to consult.
So if
with
that be your
and
position, what is more to be said?
And then on the part of the accused number 1 to 4, Your Lordship, is that there is allegations of confession on the part of accused 1 to 2.
No. Are we there yet?
I think
Are
I'm
we there
pushing.
yet? I mean, I think you have a big cut before your horse there.
That's what I wanted to avoid, Your Lordship, because we are saying that.
I mean,
Well-
you are delving into an issue that is nowhere on my table yet.
Yes, because
We are now talking about postponement over less than 24 hours to allow Advocate Mshololo to consult with accused number 5. That's all we are talking about.
Okay.
Family, listening to Advocate Tifo's argument in this court, for me it is clear that there is no teamwork between Advocate Tifo and Advocate Mshololo. Remember, this is the first day of this trial, but already Advocate Tifo wants things to be done his own way, even if his colleague Advocate Mshololo is asking for this favor by the court. So, but anyway, at the end, we see Judge Maumela ruling out that Advocate Mshololo will be given an opportunity to consult with her client during that afternoon until it is time for the accused persons to be taken to their different prisons where they are kept. Family, let's watch and listen at Judge Maumela as he is giving a ruling.
That being the case, there is a request by Advocate Mshololo representing accused number 5 for this matter to be rolled over overnight in order to enable her to consult with accused number 5, who is a client. Between the lines, I'm reading a similar plea by Advocate Tefo on behalf of accused number 1 to 5. The order I'm giving is that this matter is postponed overnight in order to allow, the singular reason for this postponement is so as for the legal representatives to be able to consult meaningfully with their clients. This postponement is until tomorrow, the 12th of April 2022, and with it I make an order for whoever is responsible among the court orderlies and officials from correctional services to allow consultation to happen until such time that it will be vital for those of the accused that are in custody to be taken back to prison. My order is that this be not undermined so that we don't land on the same hard rock tomorrow when we need to proceed. We don't want to hear anybody raising issues of difficulties with consultation.
Family, postponement of the matter was granted by Judge Maumela so that all the accused with their defense counsels have time to consult and plan for the following day. Let's hope the two defense counsels, they try and sort out whatever and work together, because to be honest, these 5 accused are judged on the same case. So these people must work together up to the end to ensure that they are representing these people on the same case. Family, thank you very much for watching this video to the end. Please like it if you haven't done so yet, and subscribe for my channel. I love you, family. Thank you. Bye.